Hey guys, this is Eric from Band Smile with another Friday on Sukhumvit. Only thing, it's actually Saturday. Haha. um, I was kind of busy yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to do one. And in any case, I usually do these things, when I get some time. So it's sort of a random weekend on Sukhumvit since I live, in or about the Sukhumvit area. And today, I was at a customer's condo in Asok, and this was a beautiful building with a beautiful skyline. And I just pulled out my phone and decided to, take some video of it while we were working. And you're looking down behind the Asok area right now, just behind the main street. And it seems to be some kind of market or something like that down there. And this really iconic building that we're looking at is so beautiful. The architecture is so great. The interchange building. Just look at that. Over there you can see the park. And just below that green building is Terminal 21 and the BTS station. So it was really fantastic. And sometimes you forget how beautiful Bangkok is. Like all that, that's the BTS station right there, and to the right is Terminal 21. Some days you forget how beautiful Bangkok is. Um, some of the more iconic, well-designed buildings around. It's really fantastic. So anyway, so what am I doing there? As you know, we have another business in Bangkok. We have a cleaning company. And the story of this cleaning company is kind of interesting, the way how it started. I met my partner my business partner, and, we said, hey, why don't we start a cleaning company? It's just kind of random. And I'm kind of a business-oriented person. I've had businesses in every country that I've been to. Well, almost every country. But in every country that I spent some time in. When I say time, I mean like a year or something like that. So it was like coming up to a year and a half in Thailand at this point, in and out of Thailand. This was before COVID, of course. So you know the circle. You get to Thailand, then you start to do Vietnam, Bali, the Philippines, Japan, all the various countries around Thailand. And you circle it once or twice. And then we started the business, and then it was a little bit on hiatus. And I was living in Vietnam at the time, I was living in Hanoi, which is still really one of the places that I really love the best in this entire world. And so, I came back to Bangkok just when COVID started. This was in March of 2020, just when I was kind of stuck in Bangkok because I wanted to go back to Hanoi. And that's probably the best thing to happen. It's kind of hard to say that about COVID, but yeah, it was one of the best things to happen. And because we decided to double down and start a business, get a company started, hire the staff, do the advertising on Google, all of that good stuff. And, that's how the business started. So we started doing all kinds of things, not only cleaning, but we started doing gardening, which is what I was doing today. I was helping with that because back in another life, well, this is when I was a teenager, I worked in my parents' plant nursery back in Jamaica. So I have a lot of experience with gardens, and even though I'm a tech guy, I'm a computer programmer, I'm an online marketer, and all of these kinds of things, that skill, that green thumb never really left me. So it was kind of interesting, come full circle in Bangkok, starting a company that one of the key services that we offer is gardening. And why do I bring up all of this anyway? Because sometimes there's some skepticism in the comments when we talk about starting businesses in Thailand and all of these kinds of things. We're walking through Soy Cowboy now, by the way, and you can see that it's really shut down. All the bars are shut, and there's all this street food going on outside there. But there's a skepticism in the comments that, hey, it's difficult to start a business in Thailand. You're going to lose all your money, um, all of that sort of thing. Actually, a lot of these businesses that you're looking at now are owned by foreigners. Okay, these bars, these lady bars, that Spice Girl, it's a pretty notorious joint. Um, a lot of businesses in Bangkok are started by foreigners and do quite well. And our cleaning business, it's still small, it's still going there, but the Shadow Lady Boy bar. Okay, I had to stop and kind of focus in on that one for a bit there. A lot of these businesses do quite well. We personally know a lot of businesses owned by foreigners that have been in Bangkok for a long time, and they do very, very well. The owners are very wealthy, and Thailand is really a great place to do business. It really is. There's so much opportunity here, and but at the same time, you cannot have the idea that, hey, you know what? Just because I'm a foreigner, just because we have a different way to do business in the West or back in your own country, wherever that is, that it's going to be better than Bangkok. Um, no, Thai people are quite astute. You're looking over all these buildings, all these, art, all of these streets. Everything is built by Thai people. So never underestimate the strength and the capability of these people who we are guests in their country. Hey, that's my finger right there. Anyway, so coming back to everything, we started this business, and we're slowly growing it, and it's doing. I think it's doing okay right now. We have more than broken even so far. Okay, business can support itself with its staff, and we pay our taxes, so to speak. We do everything above board. We try not to do things in a way that could come back to hurt us, later on down the road. Businesses can work here in Thailand. I am proof of that. I was born in Jamaica, and then I moved to America. I became a U.S. citizen. So I've been around the block a little bit. I've lived in the States. I've lived in Vietnam. I've been around the block, and if I was in Vietnam, I would have started a business in Vietnam. Okay, but it turns out that I met the right people in Thailand, the right Thai people in Thailand. This is why, by the way, on Band Smile, we're quite big about, what? Try to make Thai friends. Try to speak a little bit of the Thai language. Eat Thai food, because if you want to do anything significant in Thailand or whatever country you happen to find yourself in at the moment, you're going to need help from local people, not other foreigners. Okay, so yeah, so we started business. I still do business in back home remotely. I still do computer programming and online marketing remotely, but I have a business here as well in Bangkok, and it's kind of interesting. It keeps me busy, keeps me grounded. It gives me like really nice and strong ties to the community. You go around and people know you have a business, people respect you, and it's easy to get help and easy to find what you want. When you have a registered business that is running above board in the country. So yeah, it's a good thing, and I'm here to say that you know what, uh, you can actually easily start a business in Thailand. Um, I know this is kind of a rambling Friday in Sukhumvit, but hey, that's what Fridays in Sukhumvits are. Um, what are some of the challenges with starting a business in Thailand? Because there are challenges. It's not like a walk in the park. Remember that park we just saw a while ago at the beginning of this video? It's quite beautiful. Anyway, it's not so easy. I think the biggest challenge is, believe it or not, the culture. Okay, registering the business, doing the accounting, getting customers. Actually, all of those parts are quite easy. I was, surprised how easy it was. Our accountant registered the company for us. Um, our accounting service actually does all our VAT and social security taxes and income taxes and everything every month for us quite nicely, so that we won't have any problems with visas and work permits and all of those things later on. Um, that part is super easy and pretty quick. In a few weeks or whatever, everything is ready to go. Okay, so don't worry about the paperwork part of it and everything. The big part is the culture. Okay, and this is where, if you make Thai friends, if you put down some roots in the community, if you learn a little of the language, it's going to really help you. Big challenges are hiring people, of course. Okay, there's just a different way to have to deal with Thai staff in Thailand. It's just a different culture, and you know what, you could rave, you could, oh my God, this is so horrible, this is bad, you could do all of that stuff. Or you could say, hey, you know what? I'm in a different country with a different culture, and this is how the way it is here. Okay? You can do one of those two things. And at some point you say, okay, you know what? Be like the Bruce Lee's thing there, be like water, go around the things that you see. And you're going to go through staff. You're going to go through people a lot in the beginning. But after a while, you get the hang of it. You understand the culture. And you know what? The funny thing is, it starts to sort of rub off on you. And yeah, they say that there is the right way, the wrong way, and the Thai way. And, you start to do business the Thai way at some point. And, there have been a lot of difficulties. It's not been a cup of tea, but one thing I can say is that don't blame the success or failure of your business on Thailand. I say that because I'm a person that takes personal responsibility. I never blame anyone else for anything that happens to me, but don't blame it on Thailand. 80% of businesses fail. Anyway, so that's the 80-20 rule for you right there. So anyway, my voice is going. It's not COVID, but it's just been a long day. And it's good to talk to you guys again. And if you have any questions about starting a business in Thailand or anything like that, just go to bandsmile.com and ask us any questions, and our team will be there to answer it for you. So see you hopefully next weekend again when we can talk about something else. Bye for now.